goosebumps hearing that intro, don't you, Doug? Welcome into high school game time. Ellie French, joined as always by Doug Ritchie. Doug, 28 teams left standing entering tonight's state semifinals. 7 of them area teams across 5 divisions, all fighting for a spot in the state championships next week in Madison. But we have a great matchup to kick things off in Division 1, and you had a front row seat to this matchup. Yeah,
Muskego Bayport can't miss last year, especially since Bayport won the state title.
Yeah.
But tonight's game was can't miss, and just watching Muskego's run game, I was on the sidelines. I had no idea where the ball was. It's such a difficult run offense to defend. But, you know, Bayport's defending state champs, so maybe for a reason. Let's see how this one
I was going to say, shall we get into the highlights?
Yes.
Oh, because like you said, it was a fun one. All right, Pirates hoping to celebrate a trip to Madison and also ready for Christmas, too, but you can't skip Thanksgiving. Come on. Late in the first, tied at 7. Pirates quarterback Matt Stevens releasing the Kraken. What is that, Doug?
That's a touchdown.
That's a 41-yard touchdown. Ethan Orlando, 14-7 Bayport. Right before the half, huge play by Muskego's Bryson Hofler. An 81-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. That put the Warriors up 21-17 at the half. But Doug, let's go ahead to the fourth quarter. Things getting interesting. Bayport down by 3. Brady Moon doing what he does best.
Yeah, he finds the end zone as much as anybody in the state. Great player.
Yeah, 24-21 Bayport. After that, Muskego, they would then go up 4, but Brady Moon responds again, this time in a big way, Doug.
Yeah, he did this kind of like against Muskego last year when he scored 80 yards on the first play of the game. Big play player and a big game.
Just leaves them in the dust. 31-28 Pirates after that. Back and forth until the very end. 48 seconds left. Matt Stevens going to find Jackson Otradovic for a 22-yard touchdown. Muskego then going to try and respond, but on 4th down, the pass is actually going to bounce off the hands of the Warriors receiver, and that's how this one ends. Bayport heading back to state to defend their state title, 38-35, the final.
And then the message was about don't fear failure, hunt success. And then we hunted success tonight. We knew it would take all 48. God is good. What a special group of young men that just kept believing and did what it took to find a way to win this game tonight.
We don't give up. We're resilient. This group's really resilient, and whatever it takes to get the win. It's a lot harder than last year. We got a target on our back. We're trying to make it happen. This new group, I love them, and we're gonna try to get another one.
Yeah, the Pirates are going to take on Arrowhead in the D1 title game. That matchup is next Friday at 4 p.m. at Camp Randall. But Doug, what impressed you most about this win tonight for Bayport to punch their ticket to state?
For the first time all year, Bayport was in a game at the end and had to win it with their offense. There's 5:24 left in the game. Neither defense was doing very much. And Steven Jorgensen, the coaching staff, did a great job of milking the clock. They converted a 4th and 5 from their own 25, I believe, to keep the drive going.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the game might be over. Matt Stevens completed a pass. They won a game late with their offense. Against West De Pere, when they lost, their defense was on the field. When they lost to Kimberly earlier this year, it was a 2-score game. So Bayport did one thing tonight they haven't done all season. They came from behind in the final moments to win a game. Hopefully they don't need that next week, but if they're in the same spot, they can do it.
I was going to say it helps, so a gutsy win to get them to that state championship game. But let's move on now to Division 2. We'll head out to DC Everest. It's a battle of the top 2 seeds. Notre Dame facing River Falls. Early first quarter, Kingston Allen, one of the shorter runs we've seen from him this season, Doug, just a few yards out for the touchdown, 7-0 Tritons. And if you don't know who Kingston Allen is by now, you will by the end of this highlights, because that's an 11-yard rushing touchdown, 14-zip Notre Dame. Doug, these are supposed to be Notre Dame River Falls highlights, but they're just Kingston Allen highlights.
Yeah, he's kind of a ball hog, you know. He's been a ball hog all year. He's the most impressive running back in the state.
Yeah, I was going to say, you want to put the ball in the playmaker's hands, and that's what Notre Dame does. They punch it in there for another touchdown. And then with just under 2 minutes left in the half, Doug, 8 yards out, like they score, and 42-6, Kingston Allen, 6 touchdown runs. Notre Dame, they are heading back to state.
We played the game that we wanted to. We came out, we ran the ball like we normally do. We played really good defense, and when you do those things, it's the games tend to go in our favor when we can do that well, and we were able to do that tonight.
It means everything. Like, as you just heard in our little breakdown over there, the coach, we're getting shirts for going back to state, obviously, and the quote we're putting on the back of it is new division, same mission. Obviously, we're not trying to go back to state, we're trying to win it. That is the main goal that we've had all season, moving up a division, and we knew it was going to be a struggle, but we're getting there. We're on the right track. All we got to do is win it now.
All right, let's go to the other side of the bracket. 1-versus-1 matchup. West Superior Homestead squaring off in Neenah. The Phantoms, they were stopped on their opening drive. Not the case for the Highlanders on theirs, though. It's Lee Zortman, Parker Hunt, 21-yard connection as Homestead going to draw first blood. West Superior, though, looking to respond. They do, and Doug, it is a beauty. Patrick Grayson.
We've seen it all year with Patrick Grayson. We've seen it for 2 years now. It's always nice to see.
Yeah, they tied up 7 in the second quarter. 2:30 left first half, 4th and goal. Homestead, they're going to punch it in. Highlanders back in the driver's seat. But the Phantoms, they've got time to try and tie this up before recess. It's Grayson again finding his target. Judaya Niskern, 15-yard connection, all tied at 14. Homestead, they led 20-14 at the half, but the Phantoms, they would go up with 16 seconds remaining. Highlanders can't respond. 34-34 the final. West Superior heading back to state for the first time since 2022. So, Doug, it's going to be local versus local in that Division II title game. West Superior, Notre Dame. That game is set for next Friday at 1 p.m. Both teams winning in very different fashions tonight, though, to punch their tickets to state.
Yeah, I think I'll go to the game and be entertained. West Superior, we know what they do. Patrick Grayson throws the ball, but Ryan Lutz runs the ball. They're so dynamic offensively. And do you know what Notre Dame does? They run the ball.
Do they?
And Christian Collins ran it a lot last year.
He did.
And now Kingston Allen's running it again this year. Nobody has stopped him, so this is going to be really interesting and great for our area. We've had some highlights tonight. FRCC's got 3 teams in the state championship games.
Yeah. 2
of them going up against each other and Bayport ending it.
Ooh, we're guaranteed a winner, and we
That's
love
right.
that. So, all right, let's keep it moving, though. We'll go to Division 4 now. The number 2 seed Little Chute facing top seed Columbus at Kewaskum. Maurice John breaking free right here, Doug. 62-yard touchdown run.
He's done this before, and hopefully he does it again next week if they win this game, but we don't know that yet, do we?
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. 8-0 Little Chute, though. And later on, it's more John making some moves on Columbus defenders to get free this time. 86-yard touchdown run to make it 15-0 Little Chute. But then Tyler Hippis and the Mustangs, they'd respond right back. 7-yard score. Little Chute up 22 at the half. Columbus would fight back, but the Mustangs just too much to handle Little Chute 35-25 as they are heading back to state.
These guys believe, and when you believe and everybody's on the same page and everybody's disciplined, special things can happen. We're all on the same page. We're all aligned. We're all going in this together. There's no hurt feelings. It's everybody aligned in the mission. And it's not like we set a goal for this. Everybody would set a goal for this. It was, we want to set a goal to win every single day, to win every single workout, to be disciplined. And when you do that, when you're physical, when you give great effort, good things happen.
When you see all the guys we got on our team, for example, like our offensive line, they're unstoppable in so many ways. And I think that if I keep running behind them and everyone keeps running behind them, we got a good chance.
All right, elsewhere in D4, Winneconne looking to get its revenge on Baldwin Woodville after last year's 40-16 loss in state semis. And this is a good way to start it here. Brody Schaefer, Ryan Quigley, 10-yard score as the Wolves, they would strike first. And they were looking to extend their lead before the half. Schaefer again through the air. Who does he find, Doug?
I think he finds Jordan Nedekoven.
Jordan Nedekoven. 16-yard strike, 14-0 Wolves at the half. Fast forward, though, Winneconne looking to put this one away. And who is that, Doug, that's going to do it?
That's Brody Schaefer.
He uses his legs, he can throw it, just a dual threat. Final score from this game, though, 28-8. Winneconne heading to state for this the second time ever, their first trip since 2013. All right, let's go to D6 now, though. Manitowoc Lutheran, the 1 seed, facing another 1 seed, Darlington at Waukesha West. The Lancers, they would score first. Josiah Martin, we love a field goal, right? 38-yarder?
Why not? Manitowoc Lutheran up 3-zip.
Yeah, get some points off the turnover. Unfortunately, Darlington would score 37 unanswered points after that, Doug. Great season, though, for the Lancers. Unfortunately, their undefeated season coming to an end, though, 37-3, that final. All right, Cochrane Fountain City Pirates squaring off against Lourdes Academy Knights after a fumble on the opening kickoff. Ethan Smith is going to punch it in, short touchdown, 7-0. Lourdes would come back though. Brady Bauer right here on the keeper gets across to tie it at 7. Pirates though going to counter. It's Parker Kuyak. He's got a long 55-yard scamper to put CFC back in front in this one. Lourdes though on the attack. Bauer another goal line toe ties it at 4. The game, it would head to overtime. Pirates stopped on 4th down. That sets up the Knights in prime position as Matt Yeage's field goal double doinks and misses. We go to double overtime. Doug, Lourdes ball first. Yeage's field goal blocked, so it's Robert Moyapama on for CFC. The kick, it is good. The Pirates, they walk it off. It's a heartbreaker for Lourdes Academy, 17-14, that final. So unfortunately, no local teams for us, Doug, in the lower divisions as both Manitowoc Lutheran and Lourdes Academy seasons come to a close. But we have another local versus local matchup in D4, Winnicott Little Chute. Early thoughts on that matchup?
I've seen this before. Week 1, 14-6 Winnicott. And interesting thing about tonight's game, Winnicott won with fewer than 200 yards of offense. Brody Schaefer ran for fewer than 60 yards. He did have a pick 6. But they won this game going away. So even though Brody Schaefer's dynamic, he doesn't have to run for 250 yards and throw for 150. They won with their defense and good sound football. As far as Little Chute, Mark Kromenacher last year was the head coach at Appleton East, which is in a tough predicament in the FEA with all those schools. He moves over to Little Chute. He's going to the state championship game, and what a great story for Little Chute. They were one of my teams to watch starting this whole thing because even though they were a 2 seed, I felt they were overlooked. Well, they're not going to be overlooked now. They're playing in the final game of the season in Division 4.
No, certainly not. Very exciting. So 5 teams we've got competing for state championships.
3 games, 5 teams.
3 games, 5 teams. We love that. All right, Doug, I want you to read the top play. Do you ever get to read the top play?
I never really get to read the top play.
Okay, well, you get to tonight. How about that?
I was on the sides watching Matt Stevens hit Jackson Otradovic with 48 seconds left. Bayport, that was the game-winning touchdown as they beat Muskego 38-35. The Pirates are going back to state, maybe to get a repeat.
So you had a front row seat to that. I watched it on TV.
Yes.
It was great. But let's get out some helmet stickers now. How about?
Okay.
Are you first? I think you're first.
We'll go first. Garrett Stoll's handing out.
Oh, it's Garrett's stickers first.
It's a double helmet sticker for Little Chute going to the state championship game. And guess who they play? We just talked about it.
We sure
they
did.
play Winnicott. The Winnicott Wolves going back to state. That's going to be a fun game to watch on Thursday night at 7 p.m.
Okay, so that was local versus local. My helmet stickers are also local versus local. So they're going, we'll start with Notre Dame. Should we put it? Oh, we have another Notre Dame on here. We'll just put that one there. And then also West Appear, you're getting a helmet sticker too. I was there for the first half of that game. That one was a fun one. We'll stick it right there. I think I might have covered one. See, guys, I'm not good at this.
And then the final helmet sticker to Bayport, going back for that repeat. The Pirates in prime position, playing Arrowhead next week. Last game of the high school football season. They're playing well. They gave up some points tonight, but they keep scoring.
All right. Well, like we said, we've got 5 area teams that are competing at state. Which of those matchups, when you look at them, Doug, kind of are you most excited for?
Well, the locals are fun because we know we have 2 state champs already in our pockets.
Let's go. We love that.
And we got 2 runners up and hopefully 3 state champs. They're all going to be fun games. Notre Dame and West Appear are in the same conference, opposite sides but the same conference, 10 miles apart from each other. Playing it, let's play this at Schwaben on neutral field. We don't have to go anywhere.
Right? Don't have to go. You don't want to go to Madison?
And then Little Chute, Winnicott played at Little Chute the first time, so I think Winnicott should host this one. But we'll see them in Madison. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then Bayport, Arrowhead. Bayport knows what it takes to win at state, so I kind of like their chances. Not because I'm from the area. They just. I think they've been playing the best football postseason in Division 1 and maybe the state, period.
Are you sad it's coming to a close here soon?
Sad, sure, but it's fun, and then we got basketball, and that's always fun to watch too. So we just keep rolling.
We just keep rolling, of course. That's what we do here at Fox 11. Thank you guys so much, though, for staying up for us tonight. Michael Gross will be back next week. He's going to join our Doug Ritchie down in Madison to cover those state championship games. Of course, we will bring you all the coverage next Thursday and Friday from down at Camp Randall. Thanks so much again, though, for joining us for High School Game Time. Have a good night.